Owning a business seems to be a complicated affair. There are employees to handle, bills to pay, customers to get, making sure you have enough cash. Now you get the drift. The list could go on and on and on. I also know you would like to make your life simpler and have your business work without it being complicated. For that to happen, you have to have a strategy for how to take the complicated and make it simple. Hi, I'm Josh Patrick, and that's what this video is all about. We're going to talk about how to take your business, which just might be overwhelming, and make it simple to understand and run. But here's the problem. There are lots of moving parts to your business. Often these different parts are all calling for your attention at the exact same time. I've seen this lead to confusion and even overwhelm. Even though I hate the term overwhelm, for me, it often just means you've made life more complicated for yourself than you need to. I believe it's not fair for you and the people in your company that all the details you have can lead to everyone being stuck. And even worse, you, the owner, become the bottleneck in your company. So, I've been there. I used to make things as complicated as I possibly could. I thought that's what business owners were supposed to do, to make stuff complicated because business was supposed to be complicated. Well, the truth is, business isn't complicated. Business should be simple. But I did this for two reasons. I thought complicated was where it's at, and truth be told, I really didn't understand what I was trying to do. Now, that's what happens an awful lot with folks. People who make things complicated instead of making things simple are rarely experts at what they do. Somebody who's really an expert, who really has a deep understanding of what they're doing, they make things simple because they know how to simplify. So here's what I've learned. When we make things complicated, it often means we really don't understand all the component parts to an issue. And when you break down the parts of a problem into small parts, the issue becomes simple. It becomes simple to understand and simple to solve. Isn't this something you want in your life? So, you see the problem that you thought you had is often because you're looking at too big of a picture at one time. So when you chunk down the different parts and then tackle one part at a time, the great big awful problem or great big wonderful opportunity becomes a much easier one to handle. So let me give you an example. An awful lot of people, when they're talking about hiring, they just make it this really complicated 19-step methodology of hiring somebody. We have this thing we call the Stage 2 hiring method, which is really, really simple. There's three things we look at. We look at the technical skills you have. Those are the can-do things. We look at whether you're willing to do the activities that are necessary for the job. Those are the will-do things. And then finally, there's the environmental things, the values that you have. That's the values part of your hiring process. If you pay attention to just those three things when you're going through a hiring process, you'll go from getting the right person 30, 35% of the time up to 85 or 90% of the time. That's what happened with us when we instituted this hiring process in my food service company. So, here's how you handle those great big problems. Number one, write down the problem or opportunity that is driving you absolutely crazy. Two, break the problem down to different things that have to happen for the problem to get better, or you can be able to take advantage of the opportunity that's staring at you in the face. And three, work on one piece of the issue at a time. None of the parts should take more than 1 hour. If they do, you need to break the steps down even further. If the practice or the steps take you more than an hour to do, here's the problem. You're never going to get around to doing it because, frankly, you're just not going to find the time. I've seen this happen over and over and over. But if you do these three things, you'll find life gets better faster. Isn't this something you want in your life and in your business? So I would love to have a conversation with you about this, so feel free contacting me at jpatrick@stage2planning.com to set up a time for us to talk. In the meantime, if you're not ready to talk, download our free ebook on hiring for unique abilities. We call it the Stage 2 hiring process. If you use this format to figure out who all the people you should work with are, you'll find you get the right person way more often than not. And you'll find out how easy it is to get the right person the first time, every time. Hey, while you're at it, scroll down and let me know what you think about breaking down your projects to small pieces where they become simple to solve. So, this is Josh Patrick. You're at The Sustainable Business. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope to see you back here really soon.